Hello everyone, my name is Alana and this is my project pitch for BCM 215. For my digital artifact, I'm planning on diving into the deep world of Genshin Impact, specifically one of the newest regions it's released known as Sumeru. Genshin Impact is an action role-playing game developed and published by the Chinese company MiHoYo, now known as HoYoverse. The game takes place in the fantasy world of Tivat, which is home to 7 nations, each of which is tied to a different element and ruled by a different god. The fact that the game draws inspiration directly from the cultures around the world has attracted a global fanbase as they begin to anticipate their representation and slowly see how the plot and their favorite characters interact with their culture. Genshin Impact has a mostly positive reaction to its in-game representation of Germany, China, and Japan, although it's not without its flaws in terms of sexualization of characters and mispronunciations of terms. Their representation of the Middle East and South Asia, however, has been controversial. Many distinct cultures have been lumped together in a convoluted attempt at diversity. At best, it is lazy researching and at worst, a display of racism and xenophobia. Despite the hate the community harbors towards the game following the release of Sumeru, HoYoverse's earnings and support remain stable, which shows that this game is still prospering despite its wrongdoings, which brings me to my goal of spreading awareness on this matter. This brings me to my digital artifact, which I plan on making a social media awareness page, preferably on Instagram and Twitter, as that's where most of my target audience is. I plan on releasing at least 2 posts per week on Tuesdays and Fridays, diving into the issues surrounding Sumeru starting from week 5. Each post will show evidence on the cultural factors of Genshin with the 3 supporting theories I've chosen, which are Chris Crawford's features of game theory, participatory culture, and Marshall McLuhan's cultural reflectors theory. I will also be using academic and news sources to back up my analysis, since there will be a lot of research I will have to do on Middle Eastern and South Asian culture. My audience is young adults that range between the ages of 18 to 25, as that is the basic age range seen in the Genshin community. I am expecting to rely heavily on the gaming community on Twitter and Instagram for feedback, and will also be holding polls and surveys on what type of content they would like to see. This DA will hopefully help clear up the misrepresentation the Middle East and South Asia has had to deal with for years.